Well, you probably know this by now. We're living in a social media age, from Facebook to YouTube to LinkedIn, just to name a few. But how can a small business leverage these multiple platforms? Well, social media guru Eric Granado is here with some of what every entrepreneur needs to know. And you work with businesses every day. So how do you help owners gain visibility through social media?
It takes a lot. The first thing is to just analyze what their goals are. We set up strategies for our clients, figure out where they want to go, and then pick the platforms that are appropriate for those needs.
All right. And what are some of the best platforms?
That depends on the client, but every business is a little different. Like a restaurant would benefit from Yelp, Foursquare. Everybody, considering Facebook now, you're going to approach about 1 billion people, and half the state right now in Connecticut is using it.
Wow.
You're looking at Facebook as a definite. Twitter definitely works well. Pinterest has exploded.
Yeah, I've been checking that out, hearing about that. So why is Pinterest so hot right now?
Pinterest is just cool because you can just share photos of your business. You can create personalization to who you are and brand yourself.
Yeah.
Like for me, we have bacon. Love bacon. I have a bacon board, everything about bacon. So therefore,
what's not to love about bacon?
Exactly. So therefore, you bring in personalization, talk about your company, your people start to relate to you in a personal way, your clients. And you get brand advocacy.
It's really interesting too, because there are so many different sites, and I personally have trouble keeping up with, well, what does this one do that that one doesn't? And
Yes.
So I guess that's where a guy like you comes in and
Correct.
helps them to really steer. And is it based on the type of business, or is it based on the clientele that they're hoping to reach? Or I suppose maybe it could be a lot of things.
It's a lot of things, yeah. Restaurants have a certain niche that they need to fit in with certain social media mediums.
Yeah.
Retail will be different. Arenas, news stations, everything's a little bit different. So you really need to dissect what they're looking to do. And then you need to pick which plots or which mediums to go into so that you don't waste time, so that you can effectively market.
Oh, okay. And I believe that you have some tips to show too as well,
Yes.
which are up on the screen right there. The first one there, what? Develop a social media strategy?
Exactly. You need a plan, and you need to work the plan. So in order to get the most out of it, or a return on your investment with social media, you need to spend the time that you put, the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So without a plan, you don't know where you're going, you don't know how to track your return on your investment.
And if you don't know where to start on such a plan, then that's where, again, a consultant perhaps probably helps at least get that seed planted, right?
Seed planted and direction. You need direction. You need to know where you're going.
Now, number 2 there, it says integrate traditional marketing with social media marketing.
Correct.
What does that mean?
It's very simple. You do traditional marketing still. It's still vital. Whether it's television, radio, billboard, put up your social media links. Like find us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch our YouTube videos, integrate everything, bring it together.
By the way, I noticed a lot of people are starting to use what they call those QR codes, those funky little things
Yep.
that look like little crossword puzzles.
Correct.
The size of a postage stamp. You can put those things on anything.
Anything, and you can direct people to anywhere with those.
Very interesting. Also, it says actively engage in social media. We had that up on the screen there. So actively engage.
You need to communicate. You have to. I tell all my clients this. You're not Lady Gaga and you're not Red Bull. No one's going to flock to you. It's not a build it and they will come. What you need to do is communicate with your audience. These are your people who've connected with you. They've proactively gone out and seeked you and liked you.
Gotcha.
Or followed you. So communicate back.
And give them a reason to tune back in, as it were, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay. So keep it active on it. I see what you mean.
Definitely.
It also says there, dedicate time each day to implement, or maybe that's two separate things, but implement and evaluate the strategy.
You completely need to inject your time. And time varies. It could be a few minutes per day. It could be multiple. It could be up to hours. It depends on the nature of the client. And if you, like I said earlier, if you don't put anything into it, you're not going to get anything back.
Okay.
So you need to invest some time into it to communicate and engage with your audience.
All right. Are there any sort of new and hot kind of technologies or things that you are on your horizon that you're seeing for people?
Pinterest has been the latest thing,
Yeah.
and it's at this point it's a 2-year-old medium, but it's been really hot in the past 6. It's an awesome way to get your message out and brand yourself, and then you can interlink that with Twitters and Facebook messaging that you do. So it's a great way to reach everybody on different platforms and bring them back in. Anything new, I would love to have that product.
Right on, right on. And if, hey, in doubt, call this guy, Eric Granado, social media guru. You want to check it out. And for more information, of course, you can log on to our website, which is WTNH.com, and click on Good Morning Connecticut.